Hi, this is Sunsun Moshi, and today I'm doing a pick a card reading on if you are seeking forgiveness from someone. Oops. I'm gonna make 3 piles. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So go ahead and choose a pile that you resonate with. If you'd like some crystals to help make a decision, these are the 3 calling out to me. I've got opal, goldstone, and lapis lazuli. So this is reading 1, 2, and 3. And it's getting pretty hard to organize my videos, so I'm just gonna do it in order from now on. So like reading 1, this one will come up first, reading 2 second, and this one third. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Well, actually, before I I'll get started. I get the feeling the messages will come. Okay. Three and 2. So what I'm picking up is that the challenge for those of you who chose reading number 1, for if you're seeking forgiveness, is literally how to approach that person. Getting the overall energy is that you're very up and down about this. Like on one end you really want to approach them and bring up some important things, but on the other end, I think you're really worried that it'll just break this foundation or that things will truly be over. So the challenge is how to approach this person. And what's funny is the approach is to simply let things come together. So if you're seeking forgiveness from this person, as a suggested approach, I'm hearing that you just simply approach them. Focus on doing this calmly with the idea for peace, harmony, and reconciliation. If you want to reconcile with them, it looks like you both want peace. And if you're worried about if it's going to be a make or a break situation, we get as the outcome that it's a make. We get the Emperor, someone who has a huge weight off their chest and they can put their shield down and feel comfortable with where they're at. So, surprisingly short message. Yeah, so if you're seeking forgiveness from a certain person, I'd say the challenge is with yourself. I don't even think the other person has much of a problem, or as much as you would think. I think this is more so about forgiving yourself, but that you want to come forward and apologize to this other person. And even though that's the case, I'd say the biggest challenge for most people who are seeking forgiveness is usually with forgiving yourself. in my own experience, the hard part is usually getting to forgive yourself versus actually getting the forgiveness from the other person. Just know that even if the other person doesn't forgive you, that's okay, and that if you really want to apologize, you should apologize regardless of what outcome you'll get. You should apologize not expecting, not fearing it going poorly. If you're like worried that if you go and apologize and they're still like, oh, they're upset or still upset, or you find out they're like upset with your apology or like how you say things, then that's on them. The whole point is that you do it. If you really want to apologize, ask yourself if you really need to, and if in your heart of hearts you need to apologize to someone, your approach is that you should definitely do it. And do this, you don't have to do this expecting a certain outcome, but I have a feeling if you do this, that the outcome will be very positive and successful. But that doesn't matter. What matters is that you go through with whatever it is you want to do. So, yeah, I'd say the challenge is collecting your thoughts and being sure of your decision. And if you're already sure of your decision, then go for it. But if you're not sure, take more time. Take all the time you need for when you can focus with the idea of peace and harmony in mind. So yeah, for those of you who chose reading number 1, I hope this message resonated. And as usual, if not, that's cool too. Oops. Well, okay. I'm just going to put these back real quick. I am hearing, sorry, there's actually a final message. Yeah, the only conflict is within yourself. I don't think this other person you want to apologize to has as much of a problem as you think. I'm hearing the battle is over. Every time I see 6 of Swords, that's always like what comes to my mind. What comes to my mind is the battle is over. There's like, the only battle is within yourself. So, hope this message resonated with you. Talk to you soon. Peace out. Okay. For those of you who chose reading number 2, Goldstone. Aww. Oh. Wow. So, if you're seeking forgiveness, overall, it's because of you feel so much, and I feel like you've been going through this wave of emotions, and maybe now, or maybe soon, you're having this triumphant moment, this like aha moment of like, I understand how I feel now, I know what I want, and your challenge is timing. Your challenge is the 7 of Wands, hoping that things all come together like at the perfect time and whatnot. And honestly, I'm hearing as your approach is to go with the way you feel. Approach the situation with wishful thinking, pretty much. Approach it with love, harmony, hopes. Yeah, approach the situation with your heart. Obviously, not with your mind, but with your heart. If you're seeking forgiveness, for whatever reason, maybe you should approach without the idea of forgiveness in mind, but rather just wanting to have a good time. Again, from like reading number 1, I just get the feeling that this forgiveness you might be seeking is within yourself. Focus on forgiving yourself and know that you deserve forgiveness. Everyone deserves forgiveness if you're seeking it. Like if you really feel you did something wrong and you truly feel sorry deep within, that's all you need to deserve forgiveness. Yeah, honestly. I'm hearing the outcome is, yet again, a coming together. That's what I usually pick up with the Five of Wands. I kind of see these as like, like things, circumstances happening that all ultimately tie together to this like triumphant moment of coming together. So, yeah. For those of you who chose reading number 2, I'm also hearing focus on the way you feel and what actions you want to take. Don't worry about how it looks. Don't worry about how the other person might think. It like in this situation, all that really matters is how you feel. Yeah. And like what you do with how you feel. If you feel love and positive energy, then approach the situation with that loving energy, not with any sort of like mind games, you know. There's no swords here. I wonder if the backbone even has a sword. Nope. Yeah, so in terms of thoughts, yeah, you can go within. Yeah, you can contemplate, you can learn, you can grow, you can have a deep conversation with this person. But if you're going to have some deep conversation, it's going to be a heart-to-heart. If you're worried that the heart-to-heart won't happen and things will be shallow, I'm getting with this approach that it's not going to be shallow because you're going to have your feelings with you. You're not going to be relying as much on your mind, and you're going to be relying more on your heart. So that's what I get for if you chose reading number 2, and if you're seeking for forgiveness. Pretty much, yeah, this is what I wanted to say at the beginning of the video, but for anyone seeking forgiveness, pretty much the main issue is seeking forgiveness within yourself. But I didn't want to say that at first because it's always a possibility that you really do need to go apologize to someone. You know, but the more difficult part, I would say, is usually forgiving yourself before going to someone to apologize. Because if you apologize to someone and they don't forgive you, that's on them. But if you do that and you forgive yourself, regardless of the outcome, then that's truly beautiful, and that shows growth and maturity. So that's my message for those of you who chose reading number 2. So for those of you who chose reading number... Oh yeah, and to have a really good rest of your week. The weekend's coming up pretty soon. It's coming in hot. I actually wasn't expecting it at all. But yeah, for those of you who chose reading number... Oh, and peace out. Here's reading number 3. Oh, yeah. Basically, this is a general reading, but it's a pick a card reading. Basically, it's like you can choose one of these 3 readings, but I'm going to tell you right now that they're all more or less the same, because they're all about forgiveness. I'm kind of a master at forgiveness. And as usual, the whole point of forgiveness is usually within yourself. But reading number 3 is slightly different. One second, gotta let my dog in here. I could pause, but this is just gonna take a second. Hi, Rocky. Woo, join the party. Okay. So, overall energy is pretty much, yet again, harmony and balance. So overall, if you're seeking forgiveness from someone, there's going to be a mutual understanding between the both of you, or this group, whoever you're trying to apologize to, you know. The challenge is perseverance. It's pretty much what the Nine of Wands kind of says to me. The challenge is literally the coming together part of this. It's just approaching this person. For some reason, that's your big challenge. That's like your huge fear is like the actual moment of seeing this person, which is really interesting. So if you're not ready to see this person, that's totally okay. Yeah, your approach is to approach them when you're ready, when you have enough stability in your life for you. If you don't have that stability right now, don't force yourself to apologize to someone or seek forgiveness. And again, the only person who you need forgiveness from is yourself. If you feel you've done something wrong, just forgive yourself, because it's okay if you learned like you did something wrong, honestly. So again, your approach is to approach them if you're ready, if and when. It definitely looks like you're going to be ready. The outcome is a coming together, so that's really good. An outcome is actually something quite beautiful. Pretty much it's love, and it's this relationship, pretty much. Whether that's a friendship or a romantic partner or whatever. Pretty much, the overall energy is that whatever you want in this relationship, whether that's friendship or time apart or whatever, the other person will understand. I think both people just want to know what's going on. I think both people just want a clear answer on what the situation is. And once that happens, this outcome is going to be mutual understanding, respect, and love. Whether that's that, you know, what your apology is that you don't feel the same way, then the other person will mirror that and harmonize with you. Or if what you're feeling is you want a relationship, the other person will, yet again, harmonize that and they'll go with you. If you just want friendship, harmony, yet again, no matter what it is that you want, it really seems like this other person, yeah, focus in on how you feel about either yourself or the other person. We get the Empress as the focus. So if you have a certain feeling about this person, that they're this person who's kind of like into their own energy, and they like really have this confidence and create like this like attraction to themselves, and you just like pick up on it, focus on that and trust it. Trust that they really are who they say they are. If they're the Empress, you know, if they're the Empress, they're the Empress. And if you're the Empress, then you're the Empress. Own it. Focus on that you are cool, that you are badass, that you got what it takes to like be by yourself and like sit in your own like energy and just be like, yeah, I rock. And with all that in mind, then if you really want to approach this person, yeah, this is more so like a do you want to approach someone reading, but this is basically about forgiveness. So the outcome really is something rather beautiful. I wonder what this card is. Woo! Yeah, we get the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, don't rely so much on your thoughts. Rely more on your heart. It's pretty much the overall message. It's kind of been the overall message for readings 1 through 3. I'm going to be honest, they're all pretty similar. But hopefully this message resonated with you. This is for Lapis Lazuli. And yeah, I'm really feeling guided this week to like do a bunch of readings. I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping this is resonating with you guys. I'm not getting down votes, so I'm assuming they're resonating. If you guys are like, if you guys appreciate these videos or like them and they're not resonating, it's totally okay with me if you leave comments saying they're not resonating. I think the more we come together, the more I'll be able to pick up on your guys' energies and get some readings out there that truly resonate with you guys. But whether it's resonating or not, hopefully there's something to be learned from my videos. Hopefully you guys gain something or feel like your time was well spent. I have a fun time doing these readings. I really like chiming in on how I feel and picking up on the vibes and energies of those around me. I feel like that's something I really enjoy to do. So that being said, if you guys have any recommendations or pretty much feedback as to how, like, what you like about my videos or how you want them to go, I would love that, honestly. And that's not because I'm like just willing to do anything. It's more because I really like my videos and I like how I do them no matter what. So if you guys give me a guide of like, oh, I like pick a card readings or general readings, or you like picking colored pencils, or you like picking crystals, whatever's helping you resonate, I would love to do that. As you can see, I really love doing any type of reading. So yeah, I'm going to leave as a final message, that if you're all seeking forgiveness from someone, the battle is over. The only battle is within yourself. The only person you need to get forgiveness from is yourself. And then, of course, if you want to apologize to someone, if you feel like you really need to apologize to somebody to forgive yourself as well, then do it. But don't worry about the outcome. It doesn't matter if the other person truly forgives you or not. Perhaps they never even had something to forgive. Perhaps you only seek forgiveness because you feel like you've done something wrong. It's very possible the other person doesn't feel that way. It's very possible the other person, even if they had problems before, have already forgiven you. It's actually super possible that they never even had beef with you. Yeah, just make a decision. If you want to apologize to them to get forgiveness, go for it. If you don't want to approach them and you want forgiveness anyways, then just know that you have permission to forgive yourself, whether or not you actually approach a person. So this is for anyone who chose readings 1, 2, or 3. Pretty much all these readings, I actually highly suggest that if you just want to hear similar positive messages, go for it. Listen to all 3 readings. But yeah, again, if this is resonating or not, I'd very much appreciate feedback. And of course, if not, I'm just going to continue making videos. I have a really good time. I'm going to stop stalling. I do need to do a couple other things before I can make more videos this week. But yeah, I'm probably going to be back on here real soon. So I'm sending a lot of love and light. Peace out, guys.